So if nothing else, guys, we've spent some money. Hello and welcome back to our series, Rebuilding Arsenal. This is episode 2. We have made a few transfers in between episode 1 and this one. And we are going to be playing our first game of the season today as well against Leicester. But before we do that, we are going to have a look at the transfers we have made. So first of all, guys, let's have a look at the outs. If I just arrange these by date so we can see where ours started. So we've had a few go out. We've had Balogun, he's gone out on loan to Hansburg. We're going to ignore this one, I'll explain why in a minute. Callum Chambers has gone over to Wolves for 16.5 million. Chambers could have helped us a little bit throughout the season, but he wasn't essential and we needed that money to rebuild the squad. We've had a couple of our younger players either leave or go out on loan as well. Cedric has gone over to Dynamo Moscow for a fee of, I think it was 14.75 million. Again, he was looking very much like our third choice right back. He's 2.5 star, and now he's gone. Look, you can see our own scouting team is saying only to sign him as a last resort, that he was never really going to be in our plans this season, and we've cashed in on him. We've got Nicolas Pepe, who again, Nicolas Pepe was fine, nothing wrong with him, but commanding an absolutely huge wage for his place in the team. We're going to play Saka. I'm invested in Saka. I want Saka to be a world-class player by the end of this short save. So Pepe was just earning too much money as a bench warmer, and we've managed to get £18 million for him. He's popped over to Atalanta. We've then also sold Lacazette. He's gone over to Lille, back to France, 11.25 million, probably a lot less than what we would have wanted for him, but again, he was commanding a huge wage. I think he was earning £160,000 a week for someone who wasn't ever going to be our first choice striker. I'm probably intending, as I think I said in last episode, to go with Aubameyang, and we've brought in some replacements as well. But more importantly, let's have a look at our players in. So my transfers start. Ben White was before I got here. Tomiyasu was before I got here. So we start here. We've got Mateus Vecino, a Uruguayan centre midfielder. He is probably going to play for us as a ball-winning midfielder, but he can play as a box-to-box or a central midfielder or a carrilero as well. He's got some reasonable attributes. His mentals are pretty decent. Most importantly, I'd like to highlight his tackling at 15 and his bravery anticipation of 16. Also, this heading stat here of 17, I'm hoping is going to prove really useful on those corners. Obviously, you can see here valued around 20 to 27 million. We picked him up for 3.5 million. So that's looking like a pretty good deal. We then brought in Eran Zahavi. He's, 34 million years old. 34 years old. I've made him as old as time itself at that point. He's obviously quite an experienced player. He's been brought in as a bit of a depth option. As you can see, he can play equally well. On the left wing is a centre attacking mid, or as a striker, he's got some pretty good stats for that as well. I've brought him in as a backup for the centre attacking mid position and just some depth overall. We haven't paid huge amounts for him. We paid 1.7 million for him, and he has got, as you can see, some pretty decent stats really. He's a pretty good all-round player, finishing of 15 there, and he got 11 goals in 25 appearances at his one season at PSV last year. Moving on from him, our big signing here, I said I wanted a world-class left winger, and I haven't maybe brought in someone who could be classed yet as world-class, but I have brought in Callum Hudson-Odoi. We've ended up paying a chunk of money for him. He's £56 million. He is valued over that, and I'm surprised we got him that cheaply, to be honest, but equally, he is quite expensive for his age. We've definitely paid a bit of rival and English player tax packs there for Hudson-Odoi. But he's got some very good potential there. He's under 21 as well, so he's got plenty of time to improve. He's got some very good acceleration, agility, pace. He's very good at crossing already and dribbling, as well as his first touch. So he's a very good technical player. Again, from a depth perspective, he can play on the left wing pretty well, on the right wing, and as a centre attacking mid as well. We then desperately needed a goalkeeper. We only had 2 in our first team squad, which was Ramsdale and Bruno Leno. So we have brought in one for the future, which is Martin van der Voort. I'm sure if you've been playing FM, you will have bought him last year, maybe already this year, or at least you will have heard of him. Again, he is quite a good player. He's got some pretty decent potential there. He's only a championship level player at the moment, at least that's what my scouts are saying, but already he's got some decent technical stats there, and hopefully with age his mentals will grow as well, his physicals. We've got some decent ones, like his agility of 19 and his one-on-ones of 16, they're pretty decent. We did pay a hefty £20 million for him though, so hopefully he comes through for us. He really needs to be getting the first team next season for that amount of money. We've also got Clinton Mola, not a marquee signing by any stretch of the imagination. He's looking like he'll probably end up as a Premier League standard. We've bought him in from Stuttgart for £2 million, and they've instantly taken him back on loan, so he's going to finish out the season there. If he grows into the player that he looks like he could, then if nothing else, he'd definitely be one we sell for profit, as well as the fact that he is English. He started off at Chelsea, which I didn't actually realise, and went over to Stuttgart, now come back to Arsenal. We've then, to replace the Callum Chambers position, brought in Costa Manolas, who is a Greek 30-year-old centre-back. Again, we've paid a bit of a fee for him, 20.5 million. But if we're looking at his value, that's probably quite a good deal for us. Great heading, marking attributes there. His positioning is pretty decent. Well, he's going to be playing on the left of our centre 2 as a central defender. And then our last guy who we've brought in to replace Lacazette, Argentinian striker Julian Alvarez. Probably we're playing with either an advance or a deep lying forward. Again, he's 21. He's got plenty of time to improve. As you can see here, we're saying now that he should be valued around 26 to 30 million. Put him in for 4.8, so for half the price that we sold Lacazette for, and on substantially less money as well. So hopefully we should be in a good position for the rest of the season. There is still a bit of money left in the transfer budget for us to spend, and the wage budget, so we could still yet bring in players. But for now, I don't need to know these. I have played the game before, and I don't think any of this is particularly different. For now, we are going to play our first game against Leicester. So this is going to be our team for this first match of the season against Leicester. We start with Ramsdale in goal, a back 4 of Tierney, Manolas, White and Tomiyasu. Our central midfield partnership of newly signed Vecino and Xhaka, along with Martinelli on the left, Saka on the right, Smith Rowe in centre attacking mid position, and our new signing Alvarez up front. This probably won't be the team we lose all the time, but at the moment we have Thomas Partey, who is injured for a couple of weeks probably. Hudson-Odoi is just coming back from injury. He's scheduled to return to training fully tomorrow. And then we've got Aubameyang, who's not back for another 2 days. Odegaard is on a sub bench, but can only play 45 minutes as well. So this is the team we will be going for this match. Fingers crossed it goes all right. So over to this now. Everyone seems all right with it, apart from a couple of players. But, you know, we can't please everyone. We're not going to try and please everyone. We're going to try and get to a winning start against Leicester. And we're automatically going to turn all of that sound off. I'll cut it so you guys can't hear it for a second, because that is loud. So I just skip through that, because every time we get to a new page and I haven't played a match yet, I haven't played my pre-season friendlies, it does give us a lovely how to play the game setup. So we've done the team talk, we've motivated Ben White and no one else, which is a bit of a concern, but never mind. There is our lineup for this, as we can see. Let's have a look at Leicester. Leicester playing a 4-2-3-1 as well. Vardy up front, Maddison, Perez, pretty standard Leicester team by the looks of things. I don't think any of this has changed in the game. I'm pretty sure this is mostly the same graphics and animation. The commentators in place are ready to go. Let's start the match. I'm trying to, but you keep talking to me. Is a highlight straight from kickoff then. We're hoping to see a good start to the season here. Smith Rowe there, straight out wide to Tomiyasu, who's come up flying forward, which is very good. That is kind of what we want. Back to Smith Rowe. Can you get a goose cross in? It is stopped by the Leicester defence, and that is killed off that attack. We are playing a tiki-taka system in our 4-2-3-1. Leicester on the attack here. Maddison and Ramsdale makes the save. I'm not sure I like how close that was to going in. Straight off the bat, guys. 6 minutes played, less at that point. I would hope that we weren't going to concede that quickly. We have got a free kick here just inside Leicester's half though. Xhaka there holding up the ball, back to White. White and Manolas just passing it around. Slow build-up play. That's an absolutely awful pass, Xhaka. I've also annoyed Xhaka, by the way, by selling Pepe. He wasn't happy with that, and that is Vardy, and that is in, and that is not the start we wanted to see. Less than 10 minutes in our first game of Football Manager, and we're already 1-0 down with Arsenal. Some things never change. It's a good goal, to be fair, although that all comes from an absolutely horrific pass there. That was too short, and we definitely probably will have to start adjusting tactics as we go on. At the moment, we haven't even had a shot. And maybe I should have played a couple of pre-season friendlies. Tierney there with he's got a long throw. I think he's got a throw attribute of 15. So hopefully he can throw some into the box for us this season, and we can actually get some goals off of some set pieces. But right now, we're not even getting near the goal, which is a little bit of a concern. That was a wasteful ball from them, though. Tierney, can you do something for us, please? That's a decent ball through to Martinelli, if he can do anything. Back to Xhaka, and I'm noticing straight away that maybe this isn't the system for us, because the build-up play is way too slow, and we have got some good attacking players. Martinelli there. We do have a shot on target at least, and we are going to see our first corner of the season. I'm interested to see how this goes in. Smith Rowe taking it. It would be Odegaard, but obviously he's off, and it's a goal! Matheus Vecino scoring on his debut. I did say in the build-up to this match that 17 heading ability might come in handy, and it has done so the first time we've seen a corner. As it turned out, good ball from Smith Rowe, and the goalkeeper's not got anywhere near it, and Vecino just nodding that ball in, and we are back in it. That is good. That's what we want to see. As I was saying just before all of this, though, I don't feel like our build-up play is quick enough. We have got another corner, though. More of the same, please. Smith Rowe back in. It's another goal off a corner. This time, it's another new signing, Costa Manolas. He's also scored on his debut. We're going to be set-piece kings. I actually have, in our training building up to this match, put corners as one of our points that we worked on right before this, and that has definitely paid off, and we've definitely, having our 2 or 3 players that have massively great heading attributes has worked. We've got 2 assists for Smith Rowe there as well. He's on a 8 rating at the moment, and all of a sudden we're back in the game. We're going to put on add team instruction of play for set pieces. Thank you very much, Mr. Assistant Manager Man. We've got a free kick this time. Xhaka. That wasn't far off. Schmeichel getting across there to save it, and probably a good thing he did. We've already said play for set pieces. Come on now, game. Nothing comes of that third corner we've seen, but we are ahead. So it's a good start at the moment. Ironically, our XG is lower than Leicester's. We have had more possession, but I'm definitely feeling straight away we don't want to be just relying on set pieces. Maybe for the second half, I'll adjust a bit. Oh, good save from Ramsdale there. To be fair, it's come back into the box. They're still knocking it around. This game is so stressful. We're on to half time. We've not had as good at XG, and that concerns me. Ahead or not, we have relied on set pieces. We are doing well, guys. We can definitely do better. Xhaka, what are you doing? Why are you nervous? You're meant to be one of the team. You are the team leader in this dressing room, and you're sitting here being nervous and probably making the other guys sweat a little bit as well. This is something I think here. Because we were playing a tiki-taka, and I'm okay with that, but I'm going to move the passing directness up to a standard and the tempo up to higher. We can still keep working it into the box and hitting those low crosses in, but hopefully maybe let's have a look at the second half, which is why I'm playing this first game in extended highlights, so we get a better look at what's going on, and hopefully we can see a bit more quicker, faster paced build-up play, because that just wasn't good enough in the first half. Winning or not, we've got Jamie Vardy on the ball again. Tierney picking that ball out of the air. Manolas back to White, and that's the end of the highlights. So that's just... We do seem to have the obligatory... Oh, it's another goal off of a header. I'm not sure what went on that free kick. The graphics went all wrong. And it's Mateus Vecino. He's now got 2 on his debut. I can only assume that his forehead is the size of Argentina itself. Is he Argentinian? Was he Uruguayan? Pretty sure he's Uruguayan. Never mind. He's got a massive forehead. That's the point here. Either way, we are now 3-1 up. We've got another set piece from Xhaka here. Nothing comes of that one. We've got Ben White. I'd like to see something that isn't a set piece, just so I can assess how my squad are actually doing. But Vecino again, out wide to Xhaka, who's still out there from taking a free kick. Into Saka in the middle. Martinelli in the middle as well. And that was... probably a bit wasteful. We do seem to not be building up. We've been up a bit faster now, to be fair, but maybe we need to play a bit wider. Seems to be playing a bit narrow. I'll double check that on the tactics in a moment. Tierney into the box. It's picked out by Nidhi. Martinelli, ambitious shot, lads. Very ambitious shot. Have I got this on to be fairly narrow? I don't want it fair. Let's just go with fairly wide. Let's just try and open it up a little bit and make it that little bit wider, because we're meant to be playing as part of our club culture as exciting and attacking football, and I don't feel like we're necessarily doing that right now. We have got Martinez back on the ball, over to Xhaka. Xhaka into Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe! No, nothing from that. It's unlucky. That was better build-up play, though, I feel. We've still got 53% possession. We've got Tierney there. Oh, launching one into the box to absolutely no one. I might need to modify that as well, because I don't feel like Smith Rowe should have been there. If I remember rightly, he's not the tallest lad, and he doesn't have the best heading ability in the world. So we definitely probably want someone else there, but we are building up an attack again. Smith Rowe, absolutely misplaced pass again there. Was that Xhaka again? I didn't notice who that was. I might go back and watch that on the recording, because if that's Xhaka again, he's already annoyed with me for selling Nicolas Pepe. If he's going to keep playing like that, I will be dropping him from the team. To be honest, I don't think Xhaka's probably a long-term starter anyway. Not when we've got people like Thomas Partey basically injured at the moment, but not playing, not starting. Vardy through again, and this time Manolas is back to get rid of it. It is a corner for Leicester here. Let's see how we deal with corners, or if corners are just OP in FM22. It's a corner for them. We've dealt with it all right. We can hopefully here launch a counter-attack of our own. It's Smith Rowe through to Alvarez. He is very lonesome up there. Can he do anything with this here? He has held the ball up nicely. He's launched the ball, I can only assume, that was meant for Xhaka, and has gone all the way back to our defence, and pretty much wastes an attack, but never mind. We have got Saka again out wide, running down that right-hand side. Can he launch a ball in for us here? No, he does pass it back to Tomiyasu, though, so we've kept hold of it. We've got back to Vecino, into Xhaka, back over to Saka. Saka shoots. Good save by Schmeichel. Martinelli still got hold of it. Smith Rowe again. Martinelli. Saka. Somebody put a shot on goal. Saka again with a header there. And Casper's probably having quite Casper Schmeichel's probably having quite a good game here. We do seem to have grown into this game nicely in the second half. So perhaps those tactical changes need to be on from the start for our next game, which will be in this episode, and I believe is against Watford. We have now not conceded. We have now seen attack from Leicester. I am now going to drop to key highlights because I'm aware this match is now dragging on a bit, and perhaps on the 60th minute it's time to make a substitution. I am going to bring Odegaard on for Xhaka, and I'm going to transform that from a deep line playmaker to an advanced playmaker. Odegaard said, or we were told before the match, Odegaard can play 45 minutes. So we'll see how he does. Ben White here on the ball. He is playing as a ball-playing defender in this formation. Manolis just holding up the ball. Xhaka, Manolis, and this is where we need to be a little bit quicker, guys. I'm all for picking out a pass, and it's just back to Ramsdale. Bit more oomph, guys. Kick it up the field. Do a football, guys. We're just triangle passing here. I've just changed this to key highlights. You're embarrassing me on YouTube. Do some football. That's a decent pass through to Alvarez, although again he's got no one with him, which isn't great. Back all the way back to Tierney. Who knows? Manolis again playing through the centre there. Over to Ben White. Ben White over to Vecino, who's had a brilliant game so far. Tomiyasu looks like he could be quite good, at least from an attacking standpoint. And we've got it into Saka. Saka gets it into the box to Martinelli, and it's a goal from Martinelli. Good assist there from Saka. Martinelli finally gets a goal. We've seen him have a few shots in this episode. I'm definitely glad he's actually got a goal finally. That's quite nice to see. We'll have a look at the replay quickly. We've got Saka there over there, and it's a headed in goal. I've no idea what Martinelli's heading ability is. I don't feel like it's very much. But, you know, we take it. It's a goal from open play, so that's always nice. Right, guys, so we are going to make another one. We've got Smith Rowe. He's having a brilliant game. I'm going to leave Alvarez on, I think. Am I going to leave Alvarez on? You know what? I'm not. We're going to bring on Eddie Nketiah. Nketiah. This is why I loaned you out. I don't know how to say your name. I'm just having a look at him. He's better off as an advanced forward. So we might just make that tactical change just to suit him a bit better. The whole thing I was saying earlier about ignore him is he went out on loan. He instantly didn't seem to be doing very well, and I felt I needed a third striker. And luckily I did that because Aubameyang got injured pretty much straight away, which was quite annoying. I've just noticed this hasn't made my Odegaard substitution either. The goals seem to kill that off. So we're going to be now bringing on Odegaard and subbing off Alvarez for Nketiah over as well, unless Alvarez scores here. But Smith Rowe's through. Alvarez has got the ball back after that tackle and absolutely wasted it by passing it straight to a Leicester City player. But never mind, we move. It's not the end of the world, I guess. We are currently in first after this. Smith Rowe looking like he's given everything he can. Okie dokie then. Let's bring on Zahavi, and I'm actually going to change him to his best position. Now we've got someone playing as a playmaker in the middle, and change him to a shadow striker. We've got Smith Rowe again through there. That move seems to be working quite well. I've seen that 3 or 4 times now. That ball just across there. Tomiyasu. Go on, lad. Schmeichel's got it. Oh, it fell to Smith Rowe and it got nicked off of his feet at the last second. Considering we are now on key highlights, we do seem to be still getting a lot of them, which I guess is a decent thing for us because we seem to be attacking now. After that first goal, this is a comeback. 17 shots, 11 on target now, 52% possession. We have basically run Leicester ragged to the end of this game, and that is the commentator's curse because I've said we run them ragged and Vardy's in on goal. It's a good save from Ramsdale. Good save for that one-on-one, really, because that could have been another goal for Vardy, surely. We've got Odegaard corner here, who will normally be taking our corners, and it's gone in, and that looks like it's going to VAR. It's definitely going over. What's he going to say? He was quite close to the goal, so it is possible he's offside, but I'd be very surprised if a Leicester player wasn't on the goal line. Goal's been awarded. We're 5-1 up. And it's a Javi. Oh, he's also scored on his debut. Literally the only person who didn't score on their debut today was our striker. And at full time, it's 5-1. Ben White, the only player here that started that hasn't got a green rating there. We're going to go back and talk to those, outstretch our arms and say a win and a good performance. I'm very, very happy with that for a first game, and it does put us top of the league with Arsenal after one game played. But you know, look, we're going to take it anyway. It also puts Leicester City bottom. So let's get over to our second match of the episode against Watford. Okay, so this is going to be our lineup for our game against Watford. We haven't made many changes, but here is the team. We have got Ramsdale in goal, the same back four as before, so Tierney, Manolas, White and Tomiyasu. We've slightly changed the central midfield positions. We've still got Vecino as our ball-winning midfielder, but we have put Zahavi over as his partner on the left instead of Xhaka. We've also changed that from deep line playmaker to a centre midfield role. Martinelli is out on the left, Saka stood out on the right. Smith Rowe has changed from a attacking midfielder to an advanced playmaker role, and then we've got Aubameyang now coming back in after getting over his injury. We have also now got Hudson-Odoi on the bench, who can come on later. He can now play 75 minutes. Odegaard can still only play 45, so not ready to be in the starting 11 yet. We've also now got Maitland-Niles and Sambi Lokonga, who I was going to play in central midfield today. They're both injured as well, which isn't ideal. And I have changed the tactical instructions slightly as well to represent more what we did in the second half against Leicester. And our assistant manager wants us to leave some space when marking Sarr. I mean, we'll go with it. I want you to pick up exactly. No, I can't put my fists and say that. Let's hands together. Outstretched arms. I want you to pick up where you last last time. We've got a couple more players that are motivated this time round. Never mind. Let's have a look. We've got Watford playing a 4-4-1-1 then. I wouldn't say it's a negative formation, but I wouldn't say it's a positive formation either. We'll skip ahead for that. Let's just make sure it's still stayed on key highlights, which it has. And let's see if this game is a bit quicker this time. How long will it take us to see a highlight this time? And more importantly, will we have the same sort of possession stats now we're playing a bit more of a direct game? Because whilst I want it to be a bit more attacking, a bit more free-flowing, I don't want to go the other way and then just be losing balls left, right and centre and just giving them away for no reason. So we'll see how this game goes. We've got Danny Rose there. He is firmly tackled by Saka. Saka going over through the midfield, gets tackled, but Zahavi's got it over to Martinelli on the left. Martinelli pushing into the midfield. Aubameyang, and it's an ambitious shot on goal from outside the box there from Aubameyang. Probably not the first shot I wanted to see him have in this save. First time I'm seeing Aubameyang play. He is playing as a deep lying forward. We'll see if that is what we want to leave him as. We are absolutely dominating the game at the moment. We've got 6 shots, 3 on target. Their player Thomas Cleverley has just got a yellow card, and that is going to have been the only highlight for the first half. That's not great, guys. We need to be going out there and winning this game, really. We'll leave it a bit, but maybe I will have to make some changes, possibly. I'm just tweaking this as I'm going through as well. I'm working out what's a good match length and also what gives me time to see what's going on. Smith Rowe there nicking the ball back. It's nicked back off of Saka though. Ball was kind of loose. I won't blame Saka for that one. Cleverly and Sissoko just playing around with the ball there. They're tapping it around nicely at the back. Seeming to launch a counter-attack here now. But again, very slow build-up play for Watford. Sissoko again. We're coming through the middle with Watford. We need someone to put their foot in here and get a hold of that ball. It's out to Cleverly, and they are building an attack here, guys. Somebody needs to make a tackle, and it's a goal again. Is this what we do with Arsenal? Do we just go a goal behind every time? Because that's very frustrating if that's what we do. What's our possession stat looking like? Yeah, we've got great possession. Absolutely no reason. We're going to demand more from the team here. No reason for losing this. They've had one shot on target. They've had one shot in total, and they're 1-0 up. We're going to have to make some changes here because this is just not good enough. I know how to make tweaks to my lineup. Leave me alone. Thank you muchly. We're going to push Zahavi up here because we want more of an attacking threat. How's Martinelli been playing? Martinelli's got a 6.5. Smith Rowe has also got a 6.5. So neither of you have been playing very well, to be honest, have you? So we're going to bring Hudson-Odoi on for Martinelli. We'll bring Odegaard on here for Smith Rowe. We'll put Odegaard as an advanced playmaker, and hopefully they can ping some balls in to those front two there. Vecino, who is our ball-winning midfielders, just got a yellow card as well, which isn't great, and we are going to have to change this now to go to attacking formation. Just no highlights in this half. Absolutely no highlights. Nothing is happening. We're going to make our third and final substitution here. Aubameyang, you've done absolutely nothing. We're going to bring on Alvarez, and I know he wants to play as an advanced forward, so we're going to move that as an advanced forward. What else can we do here? Really, I mean, I don't want to tweak around the formation too much yet because I don't think the formation is the problem here. We seem to be playing quite well if you look at the stats. We have got a free kick there. Yeah, if we're looking at the stats for the match, I mean, we're outplaying them on XG. We've had loads of shots. Zahavi has got the ball here, though. We need to be doing something. Back to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu into Vecino. Odegaard. Odegaard need to pick out a good pass here. Hudson-Odoi. Back to Odegaard. Zahavi. Aubameyang. Saka. Aubameyang still got the ball. We win a free kick on the edge of the box. Who takes that from here? Absolutely no one. It's that bad a free kick. We don't even get a replay of it. Not really what we fancy at this point. We are now losing 1-0. Let's go all out, guys. Push forward. Fire the team up. Very attacking. Are we going to see another highlight? We're not. And we're going to lose 1-0 to Arsenal. Look at this. Look at the XG match story. How are we losing this match? This is the most Arsenal thing I've ever seen. I'm far from pleased with that result. If you don't like it, you know what you can do. That's just not good enough. This is why this is a rebuilding Arsenal save. We have to. It's not even the players. We just have to rebuild the culture of the club, because the culture of the club is just losing, making ridiculous mistakes and not putting goals away. Let's have a quick look at our schedule and see what we've got coming up. Next game is a game against Fulham in the Carabao Cup. We've got a big run of fixtures. We've got a big couple of fixtures there, so I think we'll possibly come back for the Man City against Liverpool games, which is late September, early October, so I'll only be playing 3 Premier League games in between episodes. But we'll come back for those, because those are the 2 first, I'd say, real tests. But we batter Leicester 5-1, then we lost 1-0 to Watford in this episode, so who knows what a real test is anymore. If you have enjoyed that today, though, please do drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel as well, and if you hit that notification bell, you get told every time I'm upload, and you can see more of Arsenal doing Arsenal things. Till next time, guys, see you soon. Bye.